guys, today I will be reviewing, finally, my Clarisonic. I have the Clarisonic Mia, and I have had it since December 2011, maybe November 2011, so I've had it almost a year and a half. So I'm just going to kind of give you a quick overview on what I like, what I don't like, what is effective for me, and what has changed. So first things, what I like about the Clarisonic. I love how compact it is, how handheld it is. I like how super user friendly it is. I mean, it's pretty, it couldn't be more easy if you tried. You turn it on and off by pressing this button. It has a cap on it that has holes in it. So after you're done using it, I actually wipe the bristles dry, and then I also put the cap on it, and the cap ensures that the bristles don't get crushed, which I have made the mistake of setting it down and leaving it without putting the cap on it, and then the bristles end up all squished, and it takes a little while to get them back to the shape they should be. So if you're not using your cap and you have a Clarisonic, I would suggest using your cap. I like how easy it is to charge, and how you don't have to worry about it being like, you know, any amount of water or whatever touching it, because it is like completely sealed, and the charger is magnetized, and the magnet just snaps into place over this lower section here. It doesn't insert into the device in any way. It just like conducts the electricity through the packaging and charges the unit in that way. So there's no like outlet area that you have to worry about getting wet. I like the sensation of the bristles when they move. They do have sort of a good little scrubbing action, but not so abrasive that it feels like it's rubbing your skin off. I like the length that the Clarisonic has the bristles on their brushes. I feel like if the bristles were much longer, they would be too bendy and flexy. And then if they were much shorter, then they would be super sandpapery. So they do have some give to them, but they are firm enough at the length that they are to get that scrubbing action on your skin. I also like that the bristles don't rotate. They do this like sonic vibrations on your skin, which feels really good. I also like that the brush head is replaceable. It comes right off. You can clean this inside area of the unit. Mine's still a little wet from using it this morning. Yeah, so you can rotate out. You're supposed to change your heads every 3 months. They have bristles that range from super delicate and sensitive all the way up to like deep cleaning and more abrasive. And I like how easy it is to just screw and unscrew the heads off, but they don't come off on their own while you're using them. So those are my highlights on it. As a whole, I think it is really well designed. What I don't like is that since I have the Mia, it has only one control. So that means it's either on or off. It's either on, that's it, or the button also works for off. I know that they have the Mia 2 or the professional one, which has multiple speeds. So maybe as, you know, time goes on, I will invest in those other units, but for now, I'm still just happy with this one. I just sometimes wish it was, you know, I could make it go faster. Another thing that I don't like is that I feel like as time has gone on, I have to keep purchasing more and more and more abrasive bristles, because I feel like, I don't know, maybe your skin just gets used to it over long term. So originally it had the sensitive or delicate, and then they went the next one up, and the next one up, and the next one up. So, I mean, there's not much more beyond this one. I forget which one this head is, but it's one of the last 2 or 3 varieties in most abrasive. And I typically have really sensitive, dry skin. So I feel like this, you know, I'm going to top out at the other one. So maybe that just means I need a higher speed unit, so I don't have to keep buying more abrasive bristles. I also don't like that you're supposed to replace your brush heads every 3 months, which is good for cleanliness and sanitary, but they're $25 a brush head, and they're never on sale. So that's kind of expensive. If you break it down month to month, you're really going to be paying just over $8, you know, with tax and everything. $8 a month to keep your Clarisonic Mia in good condition. I have used the brushes for a little bit longer. every single time when I use my Clarisonic, I take and I pump. I have the like foaming Bath & Body Works antibacterial soap. So whenever I'm done washing my face, I rinse it under the water and then I pump the antibacterial soap in my hand and I swirl the brush in it, and then I rinse the brush out as well. And then I sort of pat the bristles dry on my towel to kill as much of the bacteria in there and remove any makeup as much as possible. So the next thing is you can see that my bristles don't look quite so white here. When I'm using this to wash my face, sometimes I'll wipe off my makeup as much as I can before. Most of the time I'm kind of lazy though, and I'll put my cleanser on here and then I'll just use it to actually clean my face. So then I end up with, you know, the discoloration on the bristles from the makeup and the blush. Sometimes I can get it out, like I said, using the soap. I've been trying and trying and trying for several days to get this out now, and it's just not coming out. So sometimes your beauty products will stain the bristles and then they just look, you know, not so pretty. And of course I think the, you know, last thing that I don't like about it is the price. These are really, really expensive, so it's, you know, not so easy for someone who's really interested in it to necessarily go buy it, because it is a higher end product. And I know that there are many imitations out there on the market, like Olay had one, just like lower end ones, and they don't work like the Clarisonic one does. They just don't. They have like rotating bristles, which is going to like sand your face off, and this has that like gentle vibration motion. So I just feel like that this is significantly better than those imitation ones that they have at the stores, although it is, like I said, a significantly higher investment. So how I typically use it is I will run it under warm water and get the bristles nice and moist, and I will also wet my face, and then I will take a liquid facial cleanser. I really love using the Purity Made Simple with this, and I will squirt some in here. Some people take, and you can probably save more cleanser by doing this, put some cleanser in your hand and dab it in multiple locations on your face, because once you go to put this on your face, you're going to be focusing a lot of the cleanser where you put it first. So if you take your cleanser and you spread it evenly on your face before you begin, that would be great. The Clarisonic Mia runs for 1 minute. It's a preset timer, so as soon as you turn it on, it starts running for a minute, and you have a certain amount of time to do each cheek, forehead, chin, and nose. The instructions will tell you what those ratios are. I don't remember off the top of my head. I just kind of have the routine of when I do it. And typically I'll do a cheek, my forehead, and then around my nose and chin. That's just typically the order that I go in, but I don't really have, like I said, off the top of my head how long each section is, because I just do it every day. The improvements that I've seen in my skin. I have extremely, extremely dry skin. So if you've watched my channel, you're a viewer right now, hi! If you're new to my channel, hi! I have really dry skin. And I do break out occasionally. And I do have some flaws in my skin. I want to keep my skin looking nice and fresh and sort of, you know, hopefully beat the premature wrinkling by just taking good care of my skin as much as possible. I moisturize every day. I use products with SPF, or I put SPF on. So I want to take good care of my skin. That being said, I feel like the Mia has really improved my skin. It really has. I would get like really dry, flaky skin areas like up on my forehead, down and through the T-zone, where normally people are really oily, but I get really dry. So that can leave your skin looking, how do I want to say this gently, like dry, crackly, and unpleasant, and it doesn't really allow for your makeup to apply very smoothly. It doesn't go on flawlessly. So not that I have perfectly flawless skin, but I feel like it is so much better than it was before. I feel like my makeup applies just so well now. I don't have to worry about those dry, strange, flaky patches so much anymore. Occasionally I still get that, but overall I feel like it really has helped to deter and keep those away, and just being really diligent about taking care of my skin. And the Mia is certainly a good way to do that, because it encourages you to want to go and wash your face because it feels so good, and I mean, it just leaves your skin like glowing and feeling great afterwards. So, I mean, with having those results, and I do get occasional breakouts, I still get occasional breakouts, really not nearly as much as before. I typically get them around like my chin area, but that's because I like touch my face a lot and I'll rest my hand on my face, which I think is the main reason that I tend to get breakouts in that area. I've gotten a lot better about it, and once again, the Mia has helped to subside those as well. When I started using the Mia, though, I will say that there's two types of people. There's the person that sees like immediate, fantastic, just glowing results, and then there's the person that sees the like angry skin, purging, just face more broken out than you've ever seen in your life. That was me. So some people it's immediately fantastic, and some people it's like, whoa, Nelly, do I want to do this to my face? Really, it's the effects of the Mia, like starting to work that junk out of your skin that's really just been sort of sitting there and waiting. So I would say for maybe 3 weeks to a month, my skin was so mad at me. It was so angry. I just had all these blemishes popping up and like texture of my skin that I've never seen before, and then as time went on, it just sort of smoothed out and went away. I feel like my skin feels really like smooth to the touch now. It doesn't feel like bumpy or dry, or like there's something like waiting under the skin that's angry at you that's gonna come out later, if you've ever experienced that. So I feel like the Mia has really like soothed those things out after time. It took a little bit when I started using it. My skin was really mad, but then thereafter it's been fantastic. So probably the most common question I would get about the Mia is, do you recommend it? Do you recommend it for dry skin? Do you recommend it for oily skin? Do you recommend it for this person or that person? Or I have this kind of skin, I get cystic acne, I have this, whatever is going on with your skin type. I just recommend it for everyone. If you have mature skin, if you have young skin, if you have teen skin, if you're in your 20s or 30s or 50s or 70s. And I mean, you just want a great way to keep your skin looking healthy and glowing, and a gentle way to sort of work those impurities out of your skin. It's not going to get rid of everything, but it is really going to help to keep your skin as fresh and healthy looking as possible. I recommend it. I recommend this for everyone. If you've been thinking about getting it, save up. Take your birthday money, take your Christmas money, set aside a little bit from every paycheck if that's what you're doing. Save up to get it. It's worth the investment. Like I said, I'm even considering getting the more expensive like professional one, or whatever the one above this that has multiple speeds is, just because I really like this one so much and I want it to go faster and, you know, be a little bit more abrasive. So I feel like this has been absolutely 100% worth the investment. There has been no one that has asked me about it that I have said that this is not for you, this won't work out. And the people who I have recommended it to and have tried it have absolutely loved it. So if you're on the fence about it, do it. So I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Comment below if you have a Mia. Let me know what your experience is, or if you have the Clarisonic regular. Have you recommended it to family or friends? What do you love, dislike? Were you one of those angry skin people like me? So I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I will see you in my next video. Bye!